Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Arjuneus. In this video, we shall be exploring a mystery that has intrigued humanity for centuries. What happens after you die? Aside from no one giving a shit, but specifically what sinister things could happen to you and why veganism is becoming so increasingly important in this realm of spirituality. So let's dive in. Reincarnation is an idea that has captivated humanity for centuries. The belief that our soul or consciousness continues on after we die and is reborn into a new body or form has been a central part of spiritual practice and philosophy throughout history, including in ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and ancient India, as well as some indigenous traditions around the world. So some scholars argue that this common denominator across many different cultures and historical time periods suggests that there may be some basis in reality for this concept. Now what's more is that the laws of physics literally state that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So when your body is destroyed, then the eternal energy of your consciousness has to be transferred or converted somewhere else. Okay, sure, but what does this all have to even do with veganism? Well, have you ever heard of that saying, you are the universe, expressing itself as a human for a little while? That may sound like a stretch and a fanciful fantasy, but quantum physicists have found that our thoughts are the source of reality. Everything we experience is a product of thought energy, and we are all connected through the collective consciousness. This means that as a human, you're just a tiny grain in the universe separated by the rest of existence through your five senses. But it also indicates that all life here on this planet are just pieces of the universe, here to experience the universe through different sensory pathways of their material bodies. So in this sense, the notion that you could be reborn as an animal is not too far-fetched as it sounds. Say that you encounter a rodent, and instead of killing it, you give it shelter, then what you've actually just done is given shelter to yourself in another lifetime. Likewise, when you stop supporting and consuming animal products, you could be directly reducing the mathematical probability that you would be born into a death camp, where the moment you are born, the date of your execution is already planned, and you will be abused, exploited, and caged until it is your time. In fact, the ancient Hindus believed that harming animals could create what is known as negative karma, including being reborn as the very animals that you brought suffering to. Karma and Newton's third law may shake hands here. Because think about it, if you refuse to eat good, natural food, karma gives an equal magnitude of health problems. If you refuse to nurture your relationships and treat people around you with respect, karma gives an equal magnitude of isolation and anxieties, which ruin your mental health. Pretty simple concept if you filter it through rationality, because there are a lot of misinterpretations. But here is a mysterious piece of the puzzle that has not been talked about yet. It is said that Lord Krishna told Arjuna that our soul has to pass through 8.4 million species in order to achieve a human body to reincarnate into. Do you know how many species scientists estimate are on the planet right now? 8.7 million. So 8.4 million from an ancient text and 8.7 million from the calculations of today's scientists. Coincidence? I mean, the ancient civilization we're talking about weren't exactly cavemen. They were quite advanced in their own way. Ancient civilization have built societies that we can't even replicate because of how advanced their technology was. But it's all been lost. Now, it could all just be a coincidence, but that is a strikingly close estimate. But the point is, imagine being born that many times as an animal, given how we treat them. That's basically hell. Being tormented to death over and over again across countless lifetimes, unless you get to be my dog, I guess. But this is one of the reasons why karma is such a big deal in Hindu reincarnation. Hindus believe that the amount of positive deeds that you do in this life will decide not only the consequences you could face in this current lifetime, but what form of life you could be gifted or cursed with in your next birth. So putting this all together, it's quite clear that the concept of reincarnation has a strong presence across culture and time. It can be argued that humans have a responsibility to minimize the suffering of all beings beings, and not just humans, in order to break the cycle of reincarnation and achieve spiritual liberation. Veganism not only supports this, but it can be much more conducive to your spiritual, physical, and mental health, as it's less burdensome on the body, the animals, and the planet. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. We went down a crazy concept today, so do let me know if you like topics like this. And if you'd like to support my work, be sure to check out my Patreon, where you can get cool rewards, early access, and sneak peeks behind the content I'm working on, and request your own topic that you want me to cover. And it's the best way to support my work going forward. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Chaos out.